Hello, welcome to day, 40, no, 50, is it already 57 days? I guess. I don't even remember. I don't want to go back and check, it's alright. Um, Currently Bitcoin has dropped a lot, as we can see. Well, it did last night at least. We reached a low of $55,550.79. Today we're a little bit higher than that, up barely like 0.87%, maybe 1%. We did reach a maximum price of 58,508 today, when we were very, very close before, like the day before we were reaching almost 60,000 again. We were very close to that. We were 59,805, but we had a big rejection from this zone, causing us further downward pressure. On top of that, we do have some news about stuff that happened yesterday. I did not get to stream yesterday, but last night was, it was a good night, for me at least. I did have a trigger order over here set up at 55555 with 55 cents, if you know what I mean. And it instantly got triggered due to this down wick. And, now that's positive. That was on my main account, not on this account. On this account, we are doing a little bit of DCA, but it's nothing too crazy either. We did buy one at 57k. I probably should have put trigger orders because, I could have probably bought at 56k and 55k. Maybe. If I was smart enough, but I didn't do that. I think I probably had some trades open or something. We'll review our trades later on. As of right now, it's not that important. What is important is the fact that Bitcoin is hovering around almost 58,000 and dropping with 57,900. Around that level. So not too bad, but not as good as we could have been either. I would have been expecting us to be above 60,000, but no. There was some rejection off the zone, and we do have some fundamentals from yesterday. First thing being things like Nvidia stock, just Nvidia problems not going up, I guess. So yeah, some struggling on that area, but overall the rest is fine. I have these levels here that kind of worked. Not anymore, I would say. I'll just remove these. The Fibonacci is still important there. We're still battling for this kind of zone, this kind of range. Maybe should I retrace? I probably should. From this level to this level, probably. As we're expecting an upside movement again. I could. What would that look like? I'm curious. If I did something like, what is the highest point? Is it this one? Oh, there's a lot of lines now, so I'm going to... Which one is it? Is it this one? Can I hide? Yeah. This one, no, does not make much sense either. So I'll just remove that one. Yeah. We'll stick with what we have right now. These two levels I don't think are too relevant either. We have to reach those levels first. And I could just redraw whatever I need to figure out any other further support or resistance levels for Bitcoin. So right now, yeah, like I said, trying to find our way back up, but we have to break this down trend line, right, to see any further up movement. If not, then yeah, we could see this level 54,785 coming to a store near you, and my god, trade over here would have been nothing if that was the case, because we have just continually seen lower movement. I've not seen higher peaks, higher valleys, anything significant at least. So we would have to break this in order to confirm that kind of a movement. Possible V-shaped recovery from here. We're expecting that because, September, yeah, historically it is a bad month, but we can expect good stuff to come from it still, because we got a lot of good stuff coming up, which we'll go through in a moment. Let's start off with some news here. Here's something pretty funny that I found is... Tim Walz, if you don't know who he is the vice president pick of Kamala Harris from the Democratic team of the United States of America going for the presidency. Yeah, Tim Walz, his entire family posed for this photo wearing Trump merch, I guess. They're saying Walz is for Trump, right? So his family obviously does not like what Tim Walz is doing himself with the Democratic parties, and looks like they're voting Republican here in favor of Trump. That's pretty funny. his own family just going up against him there. Kamala Harris, she is using Coinbase now to accept crypto for campaign donations, according to Fortune, which now makes both U.S. presidential candidates accepting Bitcoin donations for their the presidency, right? For their campaigns. Here's more information on it. Both Donald Trump and Kamala Harris campaigns have been in touch with Coinbase and the crypto industry as they develop their crypto policies. And we don't know for sure, like this comment over here says, only Trump is pro-crypto, because we don't really know. Kamala's a bit shady on this kind of subject. Well, she also doesn't, barely touches the subject at all. She's just like, oh, this crypto thing? Yeah, I'll accept your Bitcoins. Wait till you see what I do with them. Probably sell them immediately, right? I don't know. It's up to her. We also have something coming up soon with these two people is the debate. The presidential debate is happening on September 10th on ABC. They've released the rules, and here's what they've outlined is no audience, there will be no notes, and there will be muted mics. So pretty similar to the previous debate we saw back in, I don't remember if it was June, where it was Trump and Biden debate on CNN. Could have been before. So yeah, similar rules. The first presidential debate will be on September 10th. I will be, if it's around this time, I'll definitely stream it live and give my reaction to it. Both campaigns have accepted the network's debate rules. Okay, so that's 90-minute format, 2 commercial breaks. Only the 2 moderators will ask questions, so pretty much the same as CNN. They had 2 moderators there. There's going to be a coin toss decided to if Trump... Wait, what? Coin toss decided... Oh, it's already been decided that Trump will give the final closing statement. Okay. There will be no opening statements, and there will be a 2-minute closing statement. So Kamala Harris will finish first, and Donald Trump will finish second, speaking what he has to speak. Candidates must stand at the podiums, so no sitting. There is no props, no notes allowed, no cheating. There will be mics muted, so no questions will be done. Not speaking, no questions between the candidates. Kamala won't be able to do her Mr. Vice President, I'm speaking kind of thing. And there will be no audience, just the cameras, moderators to enforce civility. Okay, fair enough. I think that's pretty decent. Oh yeah, and this is, she won't get her I'm speaking moment, pretty much. She did that like in 2020, I think, when she was debating Mike Pence, which Mike Pence has turned on Trump at this point. They're not friends anymore. So Trump had to pick a new person. He picked J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is doing fine. So there, like throughout these past couple of days, Trump's odds have continued to rise. He's now up by 7%. He's at 50% leading, 53% leading in the polls, while Kamala is at 46%. Decent news. This should be good for crypto. But at this point, you know, Kamala is being a little sketchy with this whole crypto stuff too. So I'm pretty sure the crypto market in general doesn't quite know how to react. But we also have other factors influencing this kind of stuff. And, you know, the results of this election will either be, you know, Trump will blame them for cheating or rigging the polls, rigging the results. But now, as Trump surges in the polls, the Biden administration now is accusing Russia, of all people, of interfering in our elections and are taking a series of actions to counter it. So now, you know, the Democrats have someone to blame if they lose, right? So everybody's going to have to blame someone for something, seems like, in these cases. Russia has not responded to this, but here's some good stuff in terms of crypto for Russia. They have started a trial of cross-border payments using crypto. Reminder that they trade $600 billion annually, which is almost 30% of the total crypto market cap. It's bullish for crypto. Why? Because that is a lot of volume and a lot of use cases for crypto. We all know that crypto is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. And there's more and more, you know, institutions, governments, and people embracing crypto. That'll be very, very good. Here's some news for Canada for all my Canadians out there. We have Jagmeet Singh. This is the leader of the NDP party, the New Democratic Party, which is just this orange party that kind of does nothing and leeches off the liberal government, which is the current government in office. That's where Justin Trudeau is, this guy right here. He basically gave up on them. He will no longer prop up the liberal government, and without the support of this party, the NDP, this leader Jagmeet Singh, an election can be triggered at any time, and Canadians could be going to the polls. For context, we're not expecting an election until I think it's October 2025. So, you know, an election literally doesn't bother me, right? I'd rather get some votes in early on. Here's what the official Jagmeet Singh posted. He said, "The deal is done. The Liberals are too weak, too selfish, and too beholden to corporate interests to stop the Conservatives and their plans to cut. But the NDP can." So he's trying to make himself appeal to the middle class, is what it seems like. He's trying to get the middle class vote. He's saying that liberals kind of don't know what they're doing. They're ruining the economy, and conservatives are only good for rich people. This is the leader of the conservatives, Pierre Poilievre, and obviously there are other policies. So if you want to vote liberal, but you don't want Trudeau in office, you could vote for this guy, this Indian man in the office, leading Canada. I don't know. That's up for you guys to decide, but I know who I'm going for. I mean, the way we see it as Canadians is, like, there's even a poll conducted that they find that Canadians rank Justin Trudeau as the worst prime minister of all time. Many people do not like the guy at this stage. And he did come out and speak about this. He's saying that he hopes that an election won't happen until next fall, like I said, October 2025, after Jagmeet Singh announced the end of the NDP's governance agreement with the Liberals. Many people are always calling for him to resign and everything. It is looking really bad for Trudeau. He needs to either resign or call an election, and he should stop prolonging the inevitable and get this over with already, which I totally agree with this. Calling an election now, that's totally fine by me. Apart from that, he's just redirecting the conversations to, hey, the Bank of Canada actually cut their interest rates today to 4.25%. That's the third drop in a row. That's pretty good. Like, still good news. But, you know, we need more. We need a lot more. Still a long way to go. Things are still expensive. Housing crisis is still a thing. Carbon tax is killing us all. So there we have that. We've still got a lot of work ahead to make life more affordable, but this is a strong signal that we're going in the right direction, and it's welcome relief for a lot of people looking to buy a home. So he basically only has that to lie on as a positive for the Liberal government. There is, well, we already had this September 4, that was today, the rate cut, and we have two more in Canada in October 23rd and December 11th. Might see more rate cuts. I'm not sure. I don't fully keep up with the Canadian economy, ironically, but yeah, I know how it is. But yeah, likely to see some rate cuts here. Wouldn't bother me, but it also doesn't have much of an impact on, let's say, the crypto market. It probably can't, right? Rate cuts are always a good thing in general. Gets the money flowing, as I say. But yeah, to get us out of here, we would take anything at this moment. We're at 58,000 Bitcoin. Oops, I did not mean to close that. All right. So, whatever, I'll just reopen it. Cool. That's all for this. From Venezuela, remember, not yesterday, the day before, I shared some news that the United States actually seized one of Venezuela's airplanes for some reason. Maduro had nothing to do with it. He wasn't on the plane or anything, so it doesn't impact him directly, but, you know, it's still one of his planes. So what he did is arrest a U.S. Navy soldier the day after the U.S. seized a presidential plane of Maduro. Interesting. So now, you know, an eye for an eye kind of deal that they have. Give me back my plane, I'll give you back your U.S. Navy soldier, your cherished veteran, right? That's what they're doing here, seems like. In other news today, we have a school shooting, which you can probably tell by over here in Georgia, in United States. There was a 14-year-old. His name was, what was it? I have more information on it. His name is Colt. He killed about 4 people, I think. 2 students, 2 teachers. Many others were injured, unfortunately. Tragic event. And it says we don't know whether the teen attended the school, but we have confirmation now. Yes, it was a student at that school. There's 4 dead, 2 students, 2 teachers. There's 9 hospitalized. And the shooter, he's still alive. Colt Gray was the shooter, a 14-year-old student, and he surrendered when he was encountered by the police. So he didn't get killed, or he didn't kill himself, kind of deal. As typically is the story for most school shootings. Unfortunate events. But I mean, like, it's also like the first day of school, pretty much. Oh, that was yesterday. I don't know, for high school. Yeah, crazy stuff going on. Yesterday, right? We had a $1.05 trillion loss in the market, the general stock market of the United States. It says today, but this was last night, September 3rd. And that's the main reason as well why we saw crypto crashing along with it. This kind of down movement that we saw over here was due to that kind of information. On top of that, to make things worse, Japan is to blame for this, of course. We had that fear of recession back in August 5 when Japan had a rate hike and Wall Street kind of overreacted, thinking there was a recession coming. They're taking all their money out of the Japanese yen. Japanese yen gets stronger against the dollar. It messes up the forex, everything. It gets crazy from there. Their stock actually from Japan closed also down less than 4%, which it seems like nothing compared to crypto, but it is actually a lot for a whole index, right? That is a lot. It was reportedly affected by the Wall Street crash and the yen's rise against the dollar. The financial world is eagerly awaiting the opening of trading in the U.S. Okay, well, that was today. Yeah, like crazy stuff going on there. Another thing that could explain the down movement was this right over here, is that Fidelity, one of the crypto ETFs that we have, that is supposed to be helping us, whatever, they sold 2,812 Bitcoins. That's the second largest outflow we've ever had for crypto. The first largest one was over here in April. That was probably Grayscale or something. 3.3 thousand Bitcoins in a day. Well, combined, I'm pretty sure. It's still a lot, right? And I did have this this right here. It'll tell me how much they've released. Here's the information. A lot of selling yesterday, okay? Between Fidelity, what is this? Bitwise, ARK, Invesco. Everybody sold yesterday, 3rd of September, except for BlackRock. BlackRock did not sell, and WTree and Grayscale surprisingly didn't. No, this is another Grayscale trust. The actual Grayscale sold 50,000 Bitcoins. No, 50 million, sorry, worth of Bitcoin. Fidelity sold 162 million of Bitcoin. It was a total of $287 million of outflows, leaving the market. Sell pressure, making the price drop even further. Possible market manipulation, we don't know that quite yet. We do have some of today's numbers. Fidelity still selling another 7 million, and Grayscale selling 34 million today. It's still quite a lot, right? On average, Grayscale is the biggest seller, of course. BlackRock is the biggest buyer, but we have not seen much inflows from BlackRock. No data on 2nd of September because that was a holiday. Labor Day, Monday, didn't count. But yeah, we don't have any data for BlackRock today. So this is getting a bit scary. We did have one outflow from BlackRock, 13 million. And, you know, since the 27th of August, it's been either no inflows or outflows. Barely anybody has inflows, like only 5 million inflow. Only 5 million, right? And then the rest is, you know, I don't know, 65 million outflow from ARK Investment, from Grayscale, Fidelity selling a lot. Fidelity, yeah, they've been selling quite a lot recently. So yeah, that's what we have there. Pretty crazy stuff. Here's something spooky as well. FBI is saying that North Korea is trying to hack US Bitcoin ETFs to steal funds. Maybe that has something to do with all of this ETF outflows, all this ETF selling. Possibly. This is news from yesterday, so it could have impacted what they were doing yesterday and today as well. Of course, Grayscale probably has nothing to fear. They're soon to run out of crypto to sell. No, they won't. They have so much. I don't even know why they have so much, but they do. And they're just selling it every single day. So yeah, there we have that. Here's some analysis of what's to expect based off of these falls. Ash Crypto is saying that this is likely the last shakeout and dump before we start seeing some movement to $100,000. Of course, we're not talking overnight. This is over the course of the last quarter of this year, next 3 months, October, November, and December. September, we are expecting, sure, it can be a bad month. We might see a close of maybe like close to 0%. Negative percent close of this month. I don't see that as too likely because we started the month at like 57,000 or something. 1st of September, 0 o'clock. Yeah, 58,000. 57, 58. We've been going pretty sideways right now. We do need something like more fundamentals that would cause a greater crash. We've already been through quite a lot. We've been through wars. We've been through recession fears that dipped to 48,000. So, well, 49,000. He is confident that 49,000 was the bottom. But if he takes the stock market weakness that we just saw into consideration, a worst case scenario would be close to $45,000. Which, yeah, like, sure. We can expect another 40,000, 45,000 maybe if something big does happen. Like at this very moment, now that we are weak, like if we receive another punch from some terrible fundamentals going on. He's buying altcoins aggressively. That's just financial advice. He's keeping some cash in case of a deeper wick. That's a smart thing to do. And we are all expecting a big breakout in October at a new all-time high in the Q4 of 2024, like end of the year. Projections from analysts still show that 100,000 Bitcoin is still possible by the end of the year. I also am confident in that. And then after that, 2025, we'll see the alt season where we'll see alts pump by 20x to 50x from the bottom in just a few weeks or months after that. So, pretty decent stuff going on. I'm okay with September being a downer month. If we stay around this level, or even if we like roam around 60,000 levels, sure, that's fine. We'll be a little bit positive, right? Might be a one-off month where this month isn't as bad as the previous months because the month of August was already pretty bad. We saw at the 29th of July 70,000. That was the last time we saw that. Like barely, right? I think we just barely touched that 69,900, and then we dipped all the way down to, what was this, 48,000. Yeah. And then from there we have been trying to recover in August. We only reached max of 65,000. This was thanks to Fed Chair Powell at Jackson Hole event confirming that we would be getting a rate cut. But even with that, we have just been seeing some down movement. ETF outflows, they're supposed to be helping us, but whatever, they do what they do. September's, I think like September, we could see some up movement still, eventually, due to the rate cuts that are coming as well. There's a pretty high probability in the CME FedWatch tool that I have here. So the next meeting is in 13 days, the next FOMC meeting, and the chances of a 50 base points rate cut is pretty high. It's at 45% right now, and a 55% of just a normal 25 base point cut. So, you know, they're pretty even chances, right? We are getting some more economic data this week as well. The non-farm payrolls coming out Friday, that would be important. Some more inflation data, I think. Well, is it inflation data? I think it was job data. Just job data in general that we're getting this week would help determine, key information to see if we see this percentage rise. If this percentage rises, markets will be going higher short term. Or if this one continues to rise or stay high and this one drops, then yeah, it's not going to be a good thing. The market's just being a little too selfish, too greedy. They're expecting too much out of this, right? Like this is supposed to be good news. A rate cut is supposed to be good news. But they want the bigger rate cut instead of the smaller rate cut, right? They want 50 BPS instead of the 25 BPS. So it just goes to show that's why Wall Street is currently where it is with their market, the US market, because they're expecting maybe a little bit too much. That's what I think, at least. So that's all we have for that. Of course, while retail is scared, whales are buying. Somebody bought $31 million worth of Bitcoin today, 7 a.m. Good price. I would agree that 7 a.m. today was a good buy. 56,000. These are really good prices still. Like, I'm alright with this. I personally have been DCAing little by little. So, on it with it. This forward, you know, we'll get out of this zone over here. We'll be in profits. 60,000 above is my profit level. Like, as soon as I cross this red line, my main account portfolio is in the green. Like, it's just simple as that. If we keep dipping, I'm taking money out of where I don't have it to buy more. That's basically what we're doing. Not financial advice. El Salvador, of course, every day they're continuing to buy 1 Bitcoin. They currently have 5,862 Bitcoin accumulated. So this guy's not scared. He's got a smart strategy. He's buying 1 Bitcoin every single day. Nayib Bukele, regardless of the price. I'm pretty sure he's very much in profits. Polygon Matic got delisted off of BingX exchange. I saw the news up here. It doesn't show anymore, but it was up there. They got delisted, and they will be adding Pol, P-O-L, as their new network, which is supposed to be much better. I don't have the specifics on it, but I can probably pull it up if I can search. Is Polygon all the way down here? Where's Polygon? Did they change their logo? Or did they rise? I lost Polygon. Where is Polygon? Did they go offline? They're probably offline. Okay, I'm going to have to search. Paul Xmatic. Okay, what did they actually name themselves that? No, this is not it. Okay, no, probably it is. You can see they're already number 202. This is weird. 202 is probably because they're still in the process of transferring all the assets. Like, if you were a Matic holder, that gets delisted off exchanges, and, you know, exchanges like BingX or, you know, other big ones like Binance and Coinbase, they're supporting the migration from Matic to Pol, right? The upgrade from Matic to Pol, it has already been initiated on Ethereum's mainnet. So it's just a matter of time. Coinbase has already got it, but not BingX. Well, it says that they do. Why are you lying? Do we have Pol? PolyX? I don't think that's it. Is it it? It's 20 cents. Polygon is 30 cents, 38. I don't know. Probably it's taking some time to complete its migration. This is just news from today, so pretty recent. Here is, I think, more details. No, there is not more details. I want the numbers. How much better it is. Matic jumps 12%. Oh, that was 14 days ago. Yeah, I remember those days. Polygon Matic was going to the moon. Are you sure this is even it? X Matic. If they actually change their name to this, that's terrible. Just name it Polygon and POL. We all know that this is Matic. If you don't know the context of Polygon Matic, they started off as Matic Network or something like that. And then they changed their name to Polygon, but they didn't change their symbol. The symbol stayed as Matic. Now they're changing that. But as well, on top of that, they're migrating from Ethereum to Solana blockchain, I think. Please refer to this article. Okay, let me check this article. Suspicious link. They're doing Polygon improvement proposals released. Polygon 2.0. Okay, so native gas token, proof of stake, launch of staking layer and migration to Polygon public chains to leverage it. Cool. And I guess this is more of a roadmap. Alright, cool. Yeah, stuff like that. I can't give you the numbers right now. I don't have them. But, yeah, when I do, I'll share that. So that's all we have for these markets. I have not checked to confirm if we can find any entries today, and Also, I don't remember if we entered any trades since the last couple of days. Do want to show you guys this though. The volatility index has risen today because of the, well, yesterday because of the whole Nvidia thing, the whole Japan thing. People just getting scared for no reason, seems like. All right, back to the important stuff. If this will load, let's take this out, show this. Bitcoin. We're in an uptrend. We can look for longs in the 5-minute chart. With this enabled, do we have an upswing? Almost. Pretty close. And I would put my stop over here, of course, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or probably below this level, I suppose. Once we do get it, though, still have to wait. Ethereum, technically considered up as long as we're above 2451. I'm going to note this down. 2451. We're in an uptrend. Binance. In a downtrend if we're less than 509. Interesting. 509. How this one is considered in a downtrend, or it's currently neutral though, but it should be towards the downside. Solana is in an uptrend. We'll agree with that. We can look for longs in Solana as long as we're above. Well, not yet actually. We have to be above the $133.17. I'll just note that. Okay. What was the last thing that I noted down? Was Bitcoin on September 1st. Do we have any entries after that? Bitcoin September 1st. Nice, here it is. We did enter Solana and we lost. Okay, let's review that. Well, Solana's already up 6%. How? Well, it was 122. Okay, this was the exact moment that it peaked down. So everything looks like it's up a lot. Because remember, this happened at 20 o'clock, right? No, 21. Yeah, it's like 9 p.m., 9:30. So we're approximately like 24 hours ago around this level. And this being a 6% increase. Yeah, that's definitely the case. Well, here's our trade. There you go. Oh, look at that. That was very close. Got scammed on this one. I think I entered too late. This is the one I entered too late. I remember this. I was supposed to enter like over here, but then I waited too long. Then we had this big up movement on this candle. And then I wanted it to go further down, which we did go a little bit down, so I just decided to enter. But because I waited too long, I paid the price for it. It seems like we had a stop loss over here, so that's a losing trade. So note to self, I gotta be a little faster. But the 1 to 2 was the right move, I would say. In the evenings, a 1 to 2 risk-reward ratio is fine. In the mornings, 1 to 3 risk-reward ratio is better. That's what I've been going by. And we had a drop from since the day before to yesterday. Okay, these numbers should be decreasing pretty soon. Or maybe not. I don't know. It takes a while. Let's see. If I did this, if I entered where I was supposed to have entered, yeah, this would have been a perfect take profit. I even know 1 to 3. No, 1 to 3 would not have worked. So yeah, 1 to 2 was the right move. So I did the right thing. I just took too long. That's all. Let's write this down. Here's where we are at. Sol entered at... Oh, I have to change this back. Did I write down Ethereum? I did. Yeah, 111 loss. Okay, that's already written down. Solana then. This was 9/3, September 3. This was the buy price at 135.29. Close price at $134.10. Lost 115 and 18 cents. Paid $5.86 in commission, not too bad. Hit the stop loss. We're at a big losing streak still. $1,280 worth of drawdown. Our maximum was 12,200 somewhere. 12,180, was it really this? I guess. Yeah, remember, we started off with 10,000, trying to grow it as much as I can. I'm back to 10,000 already. A lot of losing streaks, though. So, whatever. We still don't change anything. We did do some changes. Those other wins and losses are from other kinds of strategies, similar to this one, just a little bit different. This kind of support level worked. Anyways, what can we find now? We are making upswings, so let me go back to Bitcoin. This might be my chance to enter very fast. Let's do it. Long position right there. Stop below this level. 5,000 ticks. It's 25. Copy the price. Let's go long, not trigger order. Come on. Margin, give me some margin there. Put the stop level here. We're risking 107. We can long here. That's perfect. Go back to my current positions. We entered at this price. Let me adjust. It's not copying. Cool. 58, 138, 13. And this multiplied by 2. Let me get the calculator. It's 50,802. That's our profit level. And this is our profit amount. Let's, whoops, add it to here. So take profit. There you have it. We make 214 because it's 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. That means we would have to expect a breakout from the downtrend, which, and also like a breakout from this resistance that we have on the Fibonacci. Remember, these are zones. They're not exactly perfect. So I don't know. We might get a good wick that hits us on our profit. So we got to wait for that. Solana, what did I say? Solana was in an uptrend. So let's enter there. Solana was the reason I panic bought over here. We still did not get confirmation of the moving averages. So this gives us some time to possibly enter. Possibly in the next candle. We're definitely going to have to use this as a stop level. So I'll put that here. How many ticks do I need? I forgot. Let me find my strategy thing. Solana is 500 ticks. So this should be 897. That's our stop level. This candle closes in a minute. Alright, we're safe for now. Let's change to here. That's our stop level. Put some margin in there to risk 109. Yeah. We don't need to take profit quite yet because that has not been determined. Price is still going up a little. If we do continue to see higher peaks and valleys, then yes, this should be absolutely worth it. In any case, like once these reach 60,000, I'll be selling them to not be at so much of a loss in terms of my Excel spreadsheet that I have. I really want to write like how do I explain, like how many ticks I need for each one of these, and I don't know where to put it because all of this is kind of important. Well, maybe this is not that, oh, maybe it is important. I don't even know. Maybe I add one more, but then it looks unorganized. Whatever, I'll figure this out on my free time. So, how is this going? Okay. We're getting a lot of up movement, and I don't want to miss that. Gotta wait 17, 16, 15 seconds to confirm my entry. It's still going up. Slow down. You can go up after 5 seconds, okay? Just give me confirmation of the moving averages because the yellow has to be in the middle. Okay, we're getting our next candle now. And also I should adjust my volume before I enter. Okay, there's the perfect moving averages. 108 is our risk. We enter there. Spread shouldn't be too ugly. That's perfectly fine. Average open price. Let's put 133.8279. There you have it, and our profit should be this times 2, which I have to calculate again. 20,610, and I have to get this profit amount to add it to my take profit. So if we're risking 108, we should make 225. That is not right. Okay, we're risking 112, whatever. And we're going to the downside. Let's go. Whatever, we did the right thing, and we got to see how this plays out. I don't have any macro analysis done here, so let's see what I can find. I'm seeing a downtrend. I'm seeing these support resistance levels that are no longer valid, so I'll remove those. I did not mean to move this. We do see a nice downtrend that seems to have been broken, at least in the 4-hour chart, I would say. Here. What do we have there? I think this is more Understand. Yeah, I would say this has been broken. Like our breakout has already been done, and we're expecting to see the 140 levels soon. That could be interesting, and we do have this little valley that we have here as a possible support become resistance, which is just below our take profit. So I think that's perfect. Okay. Should be a perfectly fine trade. Wait, really? Yeah, it's because this is just so thin. You can barely see it. There we have the trade. Okay, let's see how those play out. Currently in the negative for both of them. Whatever, it's fine. They're both still considered in uptrends. What else was also in the uptrend? Ethereum, as long as it's above 2,451, 2,452, it is. Do we see any entry in Ethereum? Might be my third entry today. Let me go back to 5 minutes. We do see an uptrend, so yeah, I'll enter this. And prices come down a little bit more. So I'm perfectly fine with this. Let me do this quick. 763. I don't remember how much I have to put. Yeah, I definitely need to have it written down somewhere. This one is for Ethereum. It's 500 ticks, which is 12.63. Are you sure? Seems like a lot. I feel like it should be less. Okay, hold on. Let me redo this. What if it's just 50? This would be 76. It would be 81. Yeah. I'd say that works. Okay, I'm wasting time. Price is my stop. Add this stop level. Come on. There. 100 and something margin. Okay, we need more leverage. 108. It's perfect. Let's enter there. Ethereum has been entered. This was at open price of 2460.37. And are you serious? That's our stop? I guess so, yeah. Let me get the calculator. Times 2 is 2018. And I also have to get the amount. Add. There we go. We make 217 on that if it wins, risking 108. Sounds good. And we're going up. So we're positive with those 3 trades now. I've been streaming 42 minutes. Alright, cool. Think I could end it here. This looks good. This is a peak level right over here. And our take profit is before that. Yeah, let's just hope that everything keeps going up. Let's hope people are tricked by saying, oh my gosh, everything is up 6%, 2%, 3%. It really isn't the case. That's because 24 hours ago we were down here. All the way down here, exactly down here. So it fools people into probably buying more because that's how retail investors work, I hope. And we keep that momentum upwards. So should be cool. V-shaped recovery soon, I'm hoping. And if we do drop, then sure. Oh, here's the news. It will show after this one. After this one. What is SLF? We have added Flux. It's not going to talk about Polygon? Okay, it's not talking about Polygon. Never mind. I wanted to talk about Polygon and show that stuff. Okay, so here's our 3 trades for now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Let's see how those go. And here's my 3, what do you call these? DCAs. I could probably enter here again. What price are we? 58,000. I entered at 57,000. This other 58,000. Oh, I don't even know if it's worth it. Whatever. I'll just close all of these at when they reach 60,000. Look, it'll tell you how much I make if I reach 60,000. It's $44 on this one. Okay, what about 61,000? 69. What about 65,000? Well, that's 172. It's a bit of a bigger trade, but it's very, very low risk as well. So low risk, low reward kind of deal. But hey, when we reach 65,000, we'll have $172 in our pockets, say for this trade that we bought at 58,000 as of where we are right now. This is just losing $3. Do we also we're not getting charged any funding fees. I think it's because I'm on a demo account. But on a main account, you would be charged like maybe $1 by now on funding fees. Stuff that gets charged every 8 hours. Okay, cool. That's all we have for now. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you want to check out the news, just rewind the video. Explained a lot of news. Hopefully, things chill out in the upcoming days, but just watch out for Friday. That's the bigger news that we have for the jobs data. All right. Thanks for watching.